Hello everybody, Mr. Brown with the Choose Well program. Today is Choose Well Wednesday. My plan was to come to the studio and make some videos for our Choose Well program, our video library. Well, I got two messages early this morning asking me to speak about the school shooting at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas yesterday, where 19 elementary school students and 2 adults lost their lives. And that's some very sad news. One of the people that reached out to a counselor, and she said she sends out a weekly email to encourage her staff, but today she was at a loss of what to say. And she asked me if I could come up with something. And you know what? Sometimes there's not much to say. I really thought about it and I really just contemplated what can I say. And I thought of 3 things that hopefully will be helpful to anyone watching this video. Whenever tragedies like this happen, or for that matter, when anything happens in life, we have a choice. We can respond or we can react. And I think reacting is where you just do it knee-jerk. You don't really think it through. It just emotional, I get it out. Responding is more thoughtful. Taking some time to think about what we do or what we say is responding. That's how I look at it. Right now, there's a lot of people reacting. A lot of people pointing fingers and saying this legislation needs to be passed, or these gun laws, or this or this. And I get that. And sometimes we try to look for a solution right away. But I think we need to step back and just pause and have a response. 3 things I think we should do to respond. Number 1, be sad, grieve. Weep with those who weep. Understand this is a tragedy and it shouldn't have happened, yes, but let's take a moment before we start pointing fingers and just say it's okay to be sad. I made a video recently. It's okay not to be okay, but it's not okay to stay there. But it's okay not to be okay with this and just everything's back to normal today. No, I think it's important to take time to be sad, to grieve. Even as teachers or parents, it's okay to let your students know and your kids know that this is sad and you're grieving this, that it's not okay. Sometimes we run from sadness as a culture. We run from grieving. We run from the reality of death. And this is a tragic death, and no one wants to die that way, but death does happen. So how do we respond when these negative or tragic things happen? You step back and grieve. And it's okay to be sad. I read a quote yesterday that said this: a happy person wants 10,000 things, but a sick person wants one thing. And I think when we're sick and we're in that place, it brings perspective. And this sadness, this tragedy can help us get some perspective on life, and mainly how precious life is and how fragile life is. Life is fragile, but it's so precious. And understand that every moment matters. So if you're a teacher, you're a parent, and make sure your kids know that they matter. Hug them, kiss them. I remember my daughter one day, she left. She was trying to leave without telling me because her Nana came over. She was so excited to leave with Nana. And I ran out to the car and she knew she was in trouble because she didn't say goodbye. So I just kissed her all over her face because I want her to know, listen, baby, the truth is this. Whenever we leave each other, there's no guarantee we're going to come back. So I want to make sure that you know, and I know, that life is valuable and every moment matters. So I'm going to kiss you goodbye. I'm going to hug you goodbye, even if you don't want me to, because guess what? You matter. So this moment, maybe that's what you need to do. Stop, grieve, and make sure you understand that every moment matters. So number 1, grieve. Number 2, ask yourself this question: what is mine to do? What is mine to do? Because everybody's doing something different, but what is yours to do? Sometimes we focus on all the things outside of us, but what is mine to do? I was talking to my wife, and we're going to shoot a podcast about this and have a conversation with 2 of us about how she responded. And she said, you know what, for me, I'm not watching a bunch of news clips. I don't keep the news. We don't keep the news running in our house all day anyway. I know what happened. I'm grieved. I'm sad, but I don't need to have those images in my head over and over and over again. I'm not putting my head in the sand, but for me, my own mental health, it's not good to have that front in my mind all day long. I want to be informed and figure out what can I do. So ask yourself, what is yours to do? What is mine to do? Because maybe it is writing a letter to family, grieving with the families who lost loved ones, maybe contributing to a GoFundMe campaign. But ask yourself, what is yours to do? And sometimes that is loving the ones that you're with. My wife said for her, it meant, hey, putting a KiwiCo box together with the kids today, doing some stuff with them and focusing on them. It helps her to, again, capture that every moment matters. The third thing I think is important to do is to keep moving forward. I'm going to borrow a quote from Martin Luther King who said this: if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. You got to keep moving forward, even though it's hard. And it's okay to tell your kids, I'm sad today, but we'll keep moving forward because we still have responsibilities and we're still here and we have to make every moment matter. I'm tempted to say, hey, take it step by step, but sometimes it's crawl by crawl, right? Because we're feeling it, we're hurting, and it's okay. And so hopefully those things can help you to respond versus reacting. Number one, grieve. It's okay to grieve. It's okay not to be okay. Number two, ask yourself this question: what is mine to do? And number three, keep moving forward. And you don't have to do all those in one day. It may take a couple days for you to get to the places. But again, it's a choice. And when you make better choices, you will live a better life. So choose well and keep moving forward.